graphic video of a disturbing incident inside the boys' locker room at Haverhill High School is now at the center of a police investigation. And here with some advice for parents is Dr. Khadijah Booth Watkins, a psychiatrist and the associate director of the Clay Center for Young Healthy Minds at Mass General. Dr. Booth Watkins, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Dr. Booth Watkins, you have seen this video as well. It's violent, it's terrifying, and there are a lot of parents out there who want to know how something like this could happen. What's the answer?
It's tough to watch, and it's unfortunate, and I feel very my hearts go out to the families of and the kid of this happened to. It's quite common, unfortunately. Most kids, more than half the kids before they reach college have experienced hazing or have been hazed. And about half kids or more in college go through hazing. And so I think what we need to think about is how do we begin to educate our kids and educate the staff so that we can have the information we need to combat this. It's a really critical time for kids at this stage of life because they do want to belong and want to be part of a larger group, which I think makes hazing a little bit more challenging than typical bullying, although it is a form of bullying. But they do often see this as a rite of passage. So we do have to get in there and start to educate them about other ways to belong and feel good about themselves.
Well, speaking of wanting to belong, it's a short clip, but it doesn't show any students in the locker room trying to stop it. Today, Haverhill's mayor released a statement blaming, quote, the atmosphere and culture that allowed high school boys to allegedly stand around and do nothing while this happened. So is that a part of the problem, kind of the culture, the atmosphere?
I mean, hazing requires an all hands on deck approach. So yes, we do have to address the culture in the locker rooms, but people bystanding and watching bad things happen is something that tends to happen. And we need to, again, give kids and students and staff the tools that they need to know the pathways to go down if they want to report anonymously, being able to identify, how they can intervene safely. It requires the tools to be able to do this. We can't just tell them that they should have done something. We have to give them the tools to be able to do it.
All right, some parents might think there's no hazing at my child's school, or they hope that there's no way that my child could ever be a victim or a perpetrator. That's probably pretty naive, though, don't you think?
I mean, with the numbers that I stated earlier, it's happening pretty commonly. And so I'd rather take the approach of being proactive. I don't think we can afford to be complacent around this issue because hazing has been and is life-threatening for many kids, unfortunately. So we have to, again, be able to have these conversations with our kids, talk to them about hazing, talk to them about the groups that they're joining, and know what's going on around them. And then also, again, give them the information that they need if they do feel like they're being hazed or if they do see someone being hazed, how they can go about reporting it in a safe, anonymous way.
And Dr. Booth Watkins, before you go, just one more question, if I may. It seems like the obvious solution here is to always have an adult in the locker room. Is that the best course of action, do you think?
It's a course of action, but we do, again, have to begin to teach our kids how to govern themselves accordingly and internalize the messages that we send to them. And so while that's one approach, we do have to give them the tools they need. We have to have these conversations with them before it becomes an issue, right. Give them good information and dispel some of the myths around hazing. People think that it's important and a part of what needs to happen, and it's not.
All right, Dr. Khadijah Booth Watkins from Mass General, thanks as always for joining us for that insight.
Thank you.